Yo, what is up guys? Welcome to another Wild Rift video. And in today's video, I'm gonna be showing you guys why I always tell you that Ezreal is an S plus tier ADC. I get a lot of people that disagree with me, but in today's video, I'm gonna teach you how to play Ezreal. I'm a really good Ezreal player, like Ezreal is one of my best champions. So in today's video, I'm gonna show you everything you need to know about Ezreal to, dominate games with him, because he's insanely powerful if you're just able to use all of his abilities correctly. I'm gonna say this in the beginning part of the video. I don't normally do this, but I am working on the AP Ezreal video. And let me just see what date it is. It's the 28th of December. If this video reaches 2,000 likes, I am gonna play AP Ezreal every single day until I get a video for you guys. It will probably take a week, but you know what? If this video gets 2,000 likes, which is a lot, I'll play him every day, like literally every day until I get a video for you guys. So that's out of the way. Let's now get into the normal video. There's timestamps in the description to skip to the gameplay. Now I'll explain to you guys how to build Ezreal. So there's a few ways to build Ezreal. Let me explain. The first way, which I don't like and which is just not efficient, is starting with a tier of goddess and then rushing the Trinity Force. Now let me tell you what's gonna happen with this. This build spikes harder in the mid game, okay? Like around 6-7 minutes, that's when you're gonna be getting the Trinity Force. That's when this build is insanely powerful. However, during the first dragon, this build is weak. And the thing is as well, after that mid game spike, it's also weak up until you get the Manamune. The thing about Manamune is it's a nice little power spike. It's not as big as the Trinity Force, of course, but it's decent. It's quite decent, and you're able to get it before the first dragon. That is why you want to start with the Manamune. And when it upgrades to the Muramana, that's when it becomes insanely powerful. This is like the perfect item for Ezreal. So you want to be starting with a Manamune, not the Trinity Force and Tier of Goddess. It's just not worth it. Now, after the Manamune, you go for the Trinity Force. There is another build, which I'll tell you after the normal build. So this is the normal build, the damage build. You go for Trinity Force. Huge power spike. Muramana, Trinity Force, huge, huge, huge. The boots that you can go for, there's two boots that you can go for. First one is Glutinous Greaves. Go for the Glutinous Greaves if the enemy has a lot of poke damage, like Orianna, Ziggs, Varus, Nami, Sona, if they have those types of champions, you want to get the Glutinous Greaves. Otherwise, if they don't have those types of champions, you go for the Ionian Boots of Lucidity to reduce your cooldowns even further. Third item, it depends. Blade of the Rune King. Blade of the Rune King is going to deal more damage. Like this one is just going to deal more damage. But the thing about Cerula's Grudge is it's going to provide more utility. This, like Cerula's Grudge, first of all, it provides you more poke damage. Because as you can see, it gives 40 attack damage, and Blade of Rune King only gives you 20 attack damage. And Cerula's Grudge gives you that armor penetration. So your first ability, the poking is going to hurt more. But if you want more damage throughout the fights, that's by the Blade of the Rune King. That's when you want to get the Blade of the Rune King. So you have to decide. Do I want to have more teamfight presence? Do I want to have more damage during teamfights? Boom, you slap the Blade of the Rune King on your build. Do you want more poking and be super annoying with your poking? Boom, you go for the Cerula's Grudge. Make sure you get either of those, as your third and fourth item. Last item is completely situational. That stance is amazing against burst damage champions, because at this point you're already insanely powerful as an Ezreal. And that stance is basically going to make you unkillable. Let me see. No. Really no. Like Guardian Angel. You can go for Guardian Angel, Death Stance, or Maw of Marmortius. If they have a lot of magic damage, you can get the Maw of Marmortius. For the enchantment, you want to get the Stasis Enchant. This one is really, really good on Ezreal, because especially it's going to buy you time to get back your third ability in the late game, to dash away. And it's just a really good one for Ezreal. I don't go for any other enchantment on Ezreal, to be honest. I only go for Stasis Enchant. So let me tell you about the other build. I assume that I have it. Okay, I actually don't. I forgot to talk about one thing, however, which is a power spike that you get with this Ezreal build, which is, let me show you guys. Like, this is a huge power spike. Sheen. Where's the Sheen is here, I believe. Yes, this. When you get the Manamune and a Sheen, it's a huge power spike. This is really big. Like these two items together, this is already quite a big early game power spike. And you even want to skip out on boots if you can get a Sheen. I don't know why my screen just disconnected, but you want to skip out on boots if you can get the Sheen. So there is another build that you can go for, which is this. Let me show you. Boom! The Iceborne Gauntlet, guys. If you're against a full attack damage champion, this is the build that you go for. Boom and boom. Just like this. Full armor, basically. This build is going to make you unkillable against attack damage champions. So if you're against like a Jinx in the Dragon lane, and then all of the enemies have attack damage, you go for this build. You do not go for the other build, you go for this build. You can even make it crazier by building Frozen Heart, because the thing about Frozen Heart is like you can literally build it like this. I'm not even kidding with you guys. This is genuinely legit, because Frozen Heart is going to give you 70 armor, again, unkillable, 300 more max mana, which is also going to contribute towards your damage because of the passive of the Manamune, and ability haste. And it's also going to reduce the attack speed of the enemies. So if the enemy is full attack damage, you can go for that build. Let me just, you know what, I'll fix the build later. So for the runes, you want to go for Conqueror. Second rune, you want to go for Brutal. Brutal because of the early game poking. I used to always go for Champion rune on Ezreal, but yet again, 8% damage, not worth it. That's why Brutal is going to be more reliable. You can go for Hunter Vampirism. Thing is though, you don't really need it because in the late game you're already gonna have a Blade Rune King. However, if you go for this build, let me show you again. If you go for this build, then Hunter Vampirism is actually gonna be really good because you're not gonna have any lifesteal. For your second rune, Bone Plating. Thing is, like, burst damage, this basically blocks like burst combinations, right? Like if an enemy wants to do burst combos, it blocks it. But if you're against like a Varus, you want to get second wind or a Nami or any poke damage, because then it's going to heal you up continuously in the lane. Otherwise, just Hunter Titan, you know, there's always going to be CC, Hunter Titan is going to be good. Mana Flow Band, now here, basically, you either go for Mana Flow Band or Sweet Tooth. The thing is, if you go for Mana Flow Band, you're going to deal a little more damage, and you're going to be able to spam your abilities more, but basically more damage. Like your Muramana consumes mana and it deals damage. So Mana Flow is going to give you more damage, but you're going to be sacrificing the gold that you get from Sweet Tooth and the bonus healing. So you have to decide, do I want to get the bonus healing and the gold? You know, the gold matters a lot. Or do I want to secure myself bonus damage in the late game? That's what you have to ask yourself. Both are good. It just depends on your playstyle. For your runes, for your spells, you go for Barrier and Flash. Enough about the build, let's now get into the gameplay. Can we hear sound? There it is. Alright, on to the gameplay. And so, I want to say, while I'm walking to the lane, you know, I'm doing a skin giveaway, giving away 15 skins. All you have to do to enter is put down a comment under the video. So, Ezreal, this champion is insane. He's really powerful, guys. And in today's video, I'm gonna tell you exactly how to play him, because the thing is, like, I only see quite not a lot of Ezreal players that are really insanely good on the champion. Ezreal is probably one of the best hard carry champions in the game if you're able to play him correctly, because he has that dash, the third ability to save your ass. It's amazing. He has that first ability for poking, and if you can consistently hit that first ability, it deals so much damage from such a long range as well. So yes. Ultimate as well, like he has so many tools to his disposal to demolish the enemy, but they're not easy to use. That's the thing, they're not easy to use, these tools. So how do you hit the first ability? The thing is that I like to say about the first ability is don't try to look for guaranteed hits. Just use it. Just use it. And what I mean with that is the cooldown becomes incredibly low in the late game. It's like 1.5 seconds or something. And if you're a starting Ezreal player, my tip to you right now, first of all, just use it. You'll get good at aiming it yourself, right? Like you'll get good at it. By the way, I was playing with a really bad Lux player, so yeah, that's also a thing. So just use it, you know, just use it. It doesn't cost a lot of mana, just use it. And I mean, of course, the way to hit it a little better. Oh wait, I was not playing with a bad Lux player, I'm so sorry. Look at that aggressive player. I'm so sorry. I don't think I was playing with a bad Lux player. It was not this game. It was another game. But did you see that? Wait, let's take a watch at that again. How did we win that fight? So you might have, if you were in this position, you might have disengaged. Look, the Lux is dying. It doesn't look good for us. Look, this doesn't look good. I dodged the Nami bubble. Boom, boom. Third ability kills him, and then I kill the Nami as well. As an Ezreal, When you have max stacks of your passive, you'll get 40% bonus attack speed. 40%. It's 10% per stack. So what's gonna happen is automatically you're gonna out damage the enemy. You're basically gonna out damage the enemy because you have way more attack speed. This is even more, this effect is even more dramatic in the early game, by the way, because in the early game everyone has very little attack speed. So having that bonus, you wanna fight with it because you will out damage the enemy. As you saw there, it looked like a bad fight, but we won it. We won it because I kept fighting. Lux hit a beautiful root. You don't want to run away in a situation like that. You can just continuously fight, especially with your first ability, second ability, everything. You just have all these tools at your disposal to continuously fight. And that is also a speciality of Ezreal, by the way, which is continuously fighting and turning around fights that no one thought were even possible to turn around. That's what Ezreal can do. And the later we get into the late game, the crazier it gets with Ezreal. So, you know, the second ability as well. This is the ability that one-shots enemies when you go full AP Ezreal, by the way. As I said, you know, 2,000 likes and I'll do it. I have already played some AP Ezreal and I have already gotten some one-shots, but not quite video worthy yet. I was not quite good enough at it yet. So even with attack damage Ezreal, the second ability is, you know, it deals significant damage. You want to use it. You want to aim it. And the thing with the second ability as well is, like quite often you can just auto aim it on the enemy. It will very likely hit, right? It has a pretty big, it's pretty wide. So it's not like the first ability. It's pretty easy to hit on the enemy. Also, you can see that I'm just randomly using my abilities. Look, boom. Why am I doing that? This is why. See this right here? The Tear of Goddess. You want to use your abilities continuously, so you stack up the Tear of Goddess up until 700 stacks. When you reach 700 stacks, you'll upgrade your Manamune to the Muramana. Oh, I'm trying to get a kill with my ult here, by the way. Oh, yeah, they killed the Rengar anyways, yeah. Well. Report Ari, please. Well. Yeah, and also the second ability is pretty good at pushing turrets. You'll get mana back. And it, like, the later on we get into the game, the more damage it does to turrets. So take a look at this. Boom, I go on the Nami. Boom, boom, boom. Look at how much damage I'm dealing to the Nami. If you just hit all of your abilities, you deal so much damage. Look at this. Boom, boom, boom. No, I screwed up. Okay. So the idea there, let me tell you the idea there. The idea there was that I would kill the Kai'Sa and escape. But Nami bubbled me. That was a beautiful bubble by the Nami, and they just killed me. I went way too deep. But you can see, you know, I'm still like looking for my limits as an Ezreal. Because Ezreal, guys, you can be so aggressive with Ezreal. You can be so like super aggressive. Your gameplay can be insanely aggressive, and you can get away with it with Ezreal. Because you have flash, you have your third ability, you just have so many tools to escape. By the way, guys, if you're enjoying the video, make sure you give it a like, you know, helps the channel. I'm starting the dragon here because we killed the enemy jungler. It should be a free dragon, right? Like, we killed that Rengar, just getting the dragon. Yeah. This is a good dragon, by the way, because you really don't... there's like a few dragons that suck to give to the enemy as an Ezreal even more than other champions. Cloud Dragon, it sucks to give it against the enemy because if they have bonus movement speed, they can dodge your first ability really easily. Boom! Yeah, as you can see, early game Ezreal, not that much damage. So, why am I not doing a lot of damage? First of all, I do not have a Sheen yet. Sheen is an insane power spike. As I said earlier during the build part of the video, Sheen is an insane power spike. And Manamune is not strong yet. Like you can see, you know, just not dealing that much damage. Manamune itself doesn't do that much damage either. You need to upgrade it to the Muramana. So no Sheen and no Muramana means no damage. Keep that in mind. I don't have a Sheen, as you can see. I actually made a mistake by buying boots. I bought Ionian Boots of Lucidity instead of a Sheen. Look at this Alistar, what? He's playing Baron lane Alistar and is doing okay. Damn, that's impressive. So yeah, the mistake that I made in this game is I didn't get a Sheen. You actually clearly see that I'm gonna lack damage up until I either upgrade to the Muramana or I get the Sheen. These are core items. Like my first ability is just not gonna do a lot of damage right now. If I can even hit it. Yeah, 180 damage. I mean, what is that? That's nothing. Look at this. I'm not dealing any damage. Look, this is what I mean. We're completely hard losing the fight. I don't have a Sheen. Look, I just cannot do anything. I literally cannot do anything. Because I don't have a Sheen. Absolutely huge mistake if you play Ezreal to not get a Sheen as fast as possible after your Manamune. As fast as possible, like immediately. I'm seriously telling you to even skip out on boots to get the Sheen. It's such an important power spike on Ezreal. Like I'm losing out on so much damage right now. It's insane. Yeah, I use my ultimate here to support my team. Boom! That was a nice ultimate. Ah, look at that. This is so horrible. Just... My team is doing all the damage right now. Literally, my team is doing all the damage. Horrible, horrible, horrible. This is horrible gameplay right here. Absolutely horrible. Damn. I'm ashamed. Because I'm trying to teach you guys how to play Ezreal, but I didn't even get the Sheen. I normally always get it, but you can, like, this is actually, I think I now remember why I showed you guys this video. Because this is a perfect example that shows you how a supposedly tiny mistake turns into a huge loss of damage. Because the loss of damage is huge. It's huge, huge, huge. Oh, that's a good ultimate though. Boom! Just go back, get the Sheen, please. Stop fighting. I really need to go back and get that stupid Sheen. Because that's where the Ezreal comes online. That's where you come online. Finally! Jesus. Go back. Don't back. No, don't stop. Go back. There we go. And boom, I finally got the Sheen. So let's just take a look at how dramatic the difference is. You guys remember how much damage my first ability dealt? It was around 200 damage without the Sheen. Now I want you guys to see how much damage it's gonna deal to the enemy. 382 to the red buff already. Just to the red buff already. But let's take a look at how much damage it deals to the enemies. It dealt around 200 damage to a squishy enemy. So let's take a look at how much I do to the Galio. That was with the second ability, so that doesn't count. But basically, you're gonna gain like 50% bonus damage. It's that insane how much bonus damage you're gonna get. Ooh, another tip that I have for you guys. Oh, let's take a look. 256. Boom! Look at that. Look at that damage. Look at how big that difference is, guys. How insane is that? How one item can give you so much more damage. It's the Sheen. 320 damage to him. Look at that. 320 damage to the Galio. I died though, because I died. So the reason that I died is because I wasted my third ability in an aggressive way. So this is a thing that you have to understand with Ezreal too. You can use your third ability in two ways. The defensive way and the aggressive way, right? You can do the defensive or the aggressive way. The aggressive way is really good when you want to one-shot the enemy. And it's especially good when you combo it with your second ability. However, it's a bit risky because, you know, it's your only escape. I mean, of course you have a flash, but it's basically your only escape. And it's a really good tool of escape. So, you know, you want to use it aggressively if you can like one-shot or if you can kill an enemy. But more often than not, you kind of want to use it defensively, right? You want to use it defensively. Unless your team is 100% backing you up, that's when you can use it offensively, of course. But keep that in mind, guys. You know, it's your only escape. She just wasted her ultimate. Boom! I'm also using my second ability, as you can see, to maximize my damage. Boom, look at that. Always use your second ability, by the way, whenever you can. Ah, I got killed. I got isolated by the Kaisa, so she just killed me. It's pretty badly played again. The positioning was bad. My team is backing me up here, as you can see. Doing a pretty good job. Man, this Alistar, though. This Alistar's crazy. This guy. Just playing Baron lane Alistar and just... What a madman. Wow. Well, it's fine. So Ezreal becomes stronger and stronger in the late game. There is like no weakness in Ezreal in the late game anymore. Like, you literally become stronger and stronger. 3 items, you become stronger. 4 stronger, 5 stronger, and relatively stronger. I mean, of course you become stronger. Every champion does, but relatively strong. Relatively to other champions, you become stronger and stronger. So the later we can get into the late game, the stronger you get. Also, Ezreal's pretty fast at taking jungle camps. Let's take a look at this fight first, by the way. Boom, boom. And boom, easy kill on him, and easy kill on him. So, when you're in the enemy jungle as an Ezreal, and I'm talking after Trinity Force right now, by the way, if you have two items on Ezreal, which is the Muramana and the Trinity Force, you want to be, if you invade the enemy jungle, you want to take their jungle as well. You don't just want to walk past it, you want to take it. Because at this point, you're going to be taking the enemy jungle incredibly fast. You know, with the Trinity Force and the Muramana, you are going to be taking the jungle super fast. So whenever you can, take it. Because it's going to be super fast and you're just going to get so much gold and experience from the enemy jungle. Yeah, I got a Stasis Enchant here because they have pretty annoying champions like a Rengar, Jarvan, you know, Galio. Just they have the types of champions that can hard dive me. So I'm getting a Stasis Enchant so I can survive it. I'm getting it pretty early, you know, after the two items. And another thing, by the way, blue buff is insanely powerful on Ezreal because you have the Muramana. So blue buff is directly going to be increasing your damage constantly because you're going to be sitting on max mana all the time. So, you know, blue buff is perhaps even better than a red buff when you're playing Ezreal, seriously. Because you're going to constantly get all your mana back and the Muramana is going to do insane damage. Like, it's dealing so much damage that I'm even potentially winning a 1v1 against a Kai'Sa while I am isolated. Look, I did win the 1v1. Kai'Sa is insanely strong in 1v1 situations. Oh, did you see how I spotted the Rengar there, by the way? You could see his eyes on top of me, so I just flashed under my turret so he couldn't kill me. Look at that damage. Look at that damage. Just look at that damage, man. Oh my god. I'm ulting the wave to just push it fast, by the way. So, Ezreal's first ability, whenever you hit it on minions or enemy champions, reduces all of your cooldowns by 1.5 seconds. So that's how you can randomly use your ultimate like that, because your first ability, when you hit it on anything, you know, jungle camps, minions, enemies, whatever, it reduces the cooldown of all of your abilities by 1.5. Look, boom, it reduces the cooldown of my ultimate. So that's why, you know, I can just use it like that and I'll get the cooldown right back. Yeah, as you can see what I'm doing right now, this is what I mean, taking jungles, taking whatever, you know, I'm just taking whatever I can. I took my own jungle, took the Scuttle Crab, you can see how fast Ezreal takes it. Fighting the Jarvan, he can't really fight me right now. Oh, he dodged it, that was a pretty good dodge. I screwed up. I screwed up. That's what happens if you use your third ability offensively without anyone backing you up on an Ezreal. It doesn't matter that you're 2 levels ahead, you're still gonna die. So let that be a lesson for you guys, that you don't want to use it aggressively like that. You only want to use it aggressively if you can either kill an enemy or if one of your teammates is backing you up. Never like I did right there, it just doesn't work. Because, you know, I couldn't kill the Jarvan with the third ability, and then I was screwed, because I had no more tools to escape. Another thing, by the way, is Ezreal can actually use his third ability while you are getting hooked by Blitzcrank. So if a Blitzcrank hooks you, you can literally go out of it. Another thing, if you're against an Alistar. When an Alistar dives you with his second ability, you can escape it with your third ability. Your timing has to be good though. So when an Alistar uses his second ability, boom, you use your third ability and you get out of it. You get out of his entire combo. Let's take a look at it. It should be an easy fight for me. Like, this should be an easy fight. I have barrier, I have everything. Look. Why am I not using my barrier? So let me tell you what happened here. I wanted to bait him into staying and then use my barrier last second. But what he did, he G-baited me and he waited for his burst combo as well. His ultimate basically bursted me down from like 40% of my HP to 0. So I should have just used my barrier earlier and killed him. That was stupid of me. Because the thing is, yeah, it was just stupid. It was just insanely stupid. I had already baited him. Because he already used his third ability, which is his only escaping tool. At that point, I should have already used my barrier. Like, I should have already used my barrier. Really, really stupid. I was waiting for way too long there. Like, after you've already made the enemy use their escape tools, you know, like the Jarvan third ability, then you can be like, okay, I can now use my barrier, stasis enchant, whatever. Now I'm fine. He's not gonna escape anymore, so you're gonna kill him. So I should have just done that. I was way too greedy there. I was really stupid. Taking the red buff before going to the Elder Dragon. It's a bit risky, but I can. Now I have a red buff, almost level 14. Boom! Nice ult, killed the Kai'Sa right there. Okay, this is a 3 versus 3. But look at this. Oh, Ari with a beautiful engage. I dodged it? I should be fine. Barrier, look, this time I used my barrier early. I didn't make that mistake again. Boom! Look at that damage! Die, die! There he is. Look at that damage. I hit the full combo on Nami right there. And I'm attacking the red buff anyways here. The reason is to heal up, because I have lifesteal. Come on, don't die to him again. Yeah. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. He dodged it. Let's get a dodging. Push the turret, you know, just doing my thing as an Ezreal writer. I took their jungle. See, look, I want to show you guys something right now. Wait. This. Look. Look at my mana. This is dangerous. When you have this, this is dangerous. And the reason is, because your Mura mana passive doesn't work when you have less than 20% mana. Please give it to me. And now, that's why I got the blue buff. I was paying attention to it. Now with the blue buff, I'm going to regenerate my mana, which is going to give me way more damage. The thing is, Mura mana gives you damage on your basic attacks as well. And I'm telling my team, don't 50-50, because we don't have to. Why are they going for a 50-50 dragon? Hello, what are they doing? This is insanely stupid, guys. We have to fight. This is just, yeah, there it is. We have to fight. We killed the Rengar, exactly. My team did the right move here. We need to fight, and that's how we win the game. We kill all of them and we get the Elder Dragon. There it is. Boom and boom. Easy peasy. In a situation like this, you never 50-50 the Elder Dragon, because then you're gonna give the enemies 50% chance of winning, right? So, yeah, in this situation, you never want to do that. Actually sell, buy teleport, finish the game. There it is. GG. So let's take a look at how much damage I did and everything like that, you know. This was quite a good Ezreal game, although not clean, but I took this game because I made some relatable mistakes on Ezreal that, you know, you shouldn't make. Like using your third ability aggressively and everything like that, you know, or not waiting for too long with your barrier, and yeah. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let's take a look at how much damage I did and everything like that. MVP, there it is. Look at that, 43,000 damage. Damn. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed this Ezreal video, and I will see you all in the next Wild Rift video. Bye bye.